Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We'll also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 46. I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year this year and to run 1,250 miles. I know that may not be a lot to some people, and to other people that may seem like way too much. But that's what I challenged myself this year, and that is what I'm going for. So today I ran 3.6. It was snowing out pretty, not like heavy or bad, but it was pretty windy, really cold, snowy. I wouldn't really necessarily call it a blizzard, but some might. I think we're supposed to in total get like 6 to 9 inches or something, but I ain't worried about it. But that being said, I challenged myself also at the beginning of this month to do the 100-mile challenge. And in honor of that, I started a fundraiser on my personal Facebook page in honor of the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. And what they do is they work to build self-reliance, food security, and justice in Detroit's black community by influencing public policy, engaging in urban agriculture, promoting healthy eating, encouraging cooperative buying, and directing youth towards careers in food-related fields. So right now we've only made $40 in donations, so if you can, please donate. If you can't right now, I understand times are tough. So if you can't, please at least share and let people know that the fundraiser is going on, so hopefully we can raise some money for it. As mileage for the month, I am currently at 70.6 after today's run. That also puts me at 177 for the year. And for the week, I am currently at 3.6, today being the first day, and I challenged myself to run 33 miles every week for 5 weeks for the God Bod Challenge, which also includes doing 33 push-ups and sit-ups every single day for 33 days straight. Today was day 13 of that. Or no, today was day 14 of push-ups and sit-ups, which I will add at the end of this episode so you can see those. If you're just listening, you won't be able to see them unless you go and watch the YouTube channel on the episode. I'm not going to put the grunts and the noises at the end of just the audio. I don't want to put you guys through that. So if you want to visualize it, just go watch the YouTube as well. Other than that, though, like I said, today is day 46. Got the God Bod Challenge in there. I'll let you guys know about the fundraiser. Kind of just want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday, I came home. I was like super beat. I'm actually kind of still beat. My right leg is starting to get a little sore from putting all this mileage in. My ankle. I got this cool new compression thing that's kind of like a massager. I used it. It felt really good, but my leg's still a little beat up. So yesterday I put in 10.1. I went out on the trail. I met some buddies out in Mayberry State Park. It was just a beautiful day. Lots of miles, but it was completely worth it. Not a crazy fast pace or anything. Little slow, honestly, but it was still a struggle. It wasn't like I didn't want to go faster. I'm kind of beat right now, but I would love to get my time up. I think we're going to try to all go back out there and meet up and do another couple runs, maybe even try a different trail in Pinckney. But other than that, it was a really good day. And I just want to apologize because the episode was really short and kind of put together really like tiredly and sloppily. We just got back and we like laid down and I was super tired, got up and kind of just threw the episode together. And it wasn't that the message wasn't bad or the message was good and everything. It's just I just felt like I could have done the episode a lot better. So I want to apologize about that. Other than that, so let's kind of get into today's episode, which is episode 46. This is something that I've been waiting to kind of talk about. I could have held it off, but I think it's something that I can just talk about today because when I was out there, it's something I kind of did, and I think it's something that I think we could all do a little bit more of our in our own lives. So for today, episode 46, today's theme is challenge. Um, I feel like a lot of us, especially me, for the longest time, never challenged ourselves, especially me myself. Um, no, no matter what the case was, um, I never, I never really put myself up to the challenge to succeed and be the best version of myself I could be. The only way to do that is to challenge yourself to do those hard things that you don't think you want to do. Today, before even running, I didn't even want to get out there and even run today, but I said I have to go do it. So I'm just going to put a mile and a half out. And I got out there, and my leg actually felt good. My leg hurt all day, but then when I actually started running, the pain went away. It felt super good out there just because um, it was snowing and it was nice and cold, and I don't know, it felt nice. I love to snowboard, so I wasn't out of my element. I know a lot of people don't like the winter, but I don't mind it. So I felt like I didn't make it to the mountains this year, and it felt like I was almost there. Not obviously I wasn't, but just the snow falling, it felt good. It felt like felt really good. That's all I can say. So when I was out there, I decided, I told myself I'm going to go for 1.5, but I challenged myself even after running 10 miles yesterday. I knew I should have took it easy, but I challenged myself to push it and do a 5K, which is what I did. I got that done. I actually got it done at a pretty quick pace, especially for it being super snowy and super crappy out. But I pushed through it and challenged myself to get that done. Now, there's talking about just challenges in general. Something that I've noticed, especially with other people around me, is I don't feel like we challenge ourselves, in just everyday easy situations. Like I recall going golfing this past summer, when that was one of the only things you could kind of do in the summer during 2020. And when we were out there, I met a couple friends out there, and I remember I wanted to play from the back tees and step my game up and challenge myself. I understood, it's only 15 or 20 more yards from the other different tees that they wanted to play at, but I figured I wanted to play at the hardest tees possible to step my game up and make my game a little bit better. And I remember all of them were like, no, I'm going to shoot so much worse from back there. And I'm thinking, even if you do shoot worse, that's how you get better. And two, you're not going to really shoot that much worse, because that's not going to really affect your game. The thing that mostly affects a lot of people's game is the short game, how many putts and how many chips it takes to get on the green and all that stuff. That extra 15 yards on your drive might not make that big of a difference. Especially, it might actually set you up better to get on the green. I actually shot really good that day. I think I tied for first place with someone. So, but that's just that mentality of them not wanting to challenge themselves to do the harder thing to make themselves better at that particular thing, even just being golf, or any other situations I've been in, myself, of not challenging myself to be more of a manager in my music career, of trying to manage my own thing, of always doing it really lazily and not trying to take control, and always trying to have someone else book the shows for us, or I just never did a good job at it. I never challenged myself to be a better person at doing that. So that's why I'm kind of out there challenging myself every single day to run, 365 miles this year, and to run, 1,250 miles in total, and to run this 50K, and to run this marathon. And then I got, even future challenges beyond past that, and challenging myself to do this podcast. All of this is hard, and even if I fail at some of the stuff that I'm trying to do, the whole point of it is to at least try, and not even to try, but to progress myself in these fields, is to put in the work and to challenge myself in order to get better at everything. When I started running, I could barely make 2 miles. Now, 10 miles doesn't seem like that hard of a time. Even in the trails, it wasn't too bad. Like, yeah, it wasn't a fast pace, but um, it doesn't seem out of reach as it did at one time, because I challenged myself to keep pushing myself to get better and get better and get better. And you think about all those greats in whatever field it is, Tom Brady or Michael Jordan or all those people, they challenge themselves every single day to get better at what they do. It's not like they go in there and they just lollygag and, yeah, they practice. You can say they practice, but practice isn't, you got to challenge yourself at practice. You can't just come in and have Joe Schmoes in there barely running plays and practicing on you. You need the best of the best coming in there and challenging you at your best. You don't get better by playing the same person that you can beat over and over and over again. You get better by challenging someone that actually is on your level and continuously playing and developing your skills as they develop their skills. You want to make sure that whatever you put yourself into, it is a challenge. You want to challenge yourself so that you can become a better person. If you are not doing something that is challenging, then you are just kind of being stagnant and you are just falling, not necessarily behind, but you kind of are. I've fallen behind on a lot of things. A lot of technologies I've fallen behind on because I haven't challenged myself to learn them. I haven't challenged myself to learn other certain fields that I really need to get better at. So that's something that I'm trying to face and challenge myself to get better, especially financially. And with technology, I want to get better and challenge myself. And that's why I also challenge myself again to running all these miles, because I want to be at the best health I can be in, and it's not that I don't want to be average, but yes, I want to be better than average. I want to know that I can, whatever I put my mind to, I'm able to do, and if it's running long miles, which is super hard and putting a lot of work into my body and into my diet and into trying to have a healthy lifestyle, then that's the challenge that I'm going to try to take. And yes, some days I might fail, but that's when you got to get back up, and when I got to get back up and work even harder, because that's part of the challenge. Failure is part of the challenge. You're going to fail. Not every single thing is going to be a win, but you got to make sure that you learn from your failures and these challenges. That being said, guys, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I got a lot of things I need to attend to, so I want to leave you with your daily discipline. That is what we've just been talking about. It is to challenge yourself. Figure out what it is you need to challenge yourself in. Maybe you're just, not applying yourself in any situation in your life. Or maybe you need to challenge yourself to do that. Maybe you do need to challenge yourself to get out there and run. Maybe you're a little overweight and you could use a little bit of cardio to help that out, and maybe that you haven't been eating the healthiest, so you might want to change your diet, but you got to challenge yourself to do it. And trust me, as much as it sucks when you fail, you feel like garbage and you hate it, but you got to keep pushing. And then once you start succeeding and you get more successes than failures, you're going to start feeling better about yourself. And then when you do fail, like I said, you're going to feel stronger, that you're going to be able to recover from that than you would if you never challenged yourself to begin with. So make sure you guys get your challenges in, whatever challenges they may be. Other than that, though, guys, thank you so much for listening and following along. If you can, please give the Facebook, the Instagram, and the YouTube, and the streaming podcast platforms of whichever one you listen to this podcast on, please give them all a like, a subscribe, and a share. Let other people know about this podcast and about the pages for the podcast. Especially anyone that you might know might need a little motivation or might need to hear some other stories about other people that have kind of, again, challenged themselves to live a better life. That being said, though, thank you guys again so much for listening. I don't want to keep you too much longer, so I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 47. At the end of this episode right here, right at the end of this, I'm going to add the push-ups and sit-up videos for today's God Bod Challenge, and I'll keep you updated on the mileages for the week. Last week I hit 33. The first week I hit 33, and now since it's Monday, I'm currently at 3.6 for this week. You guys got all the videos for the God Bod challenges on the past 13 days. I did not get the first days filmed, but that is what it is. I will see you guys tomorrow on February 16th, day 47. But today is day 46. We are clocking out. Stay disciplined. Peace out, and see you guys tomorrow. Today's day 14 of the God Bod Challenge. Just got back from the run outside. Got some ice melting on my face. Alright. I got baby gifts all around me. Oh, hopefully you guys heard that crack. Finished.